thought I'd just start filming this before I continue. So this is an old, whatever that is, some kind of echo machine, old tape-based loop echo machine. Anyway, fault is it's very quiet. So given its age, I'm going to say it's possibly got a dead transistor in it. It's bound to have some dead caps in it. Lots of damp, noisy pots. These little switches just here. One of them wasn't popping, but a little bit of lube seems to be latching now. But I just thought I'd film it. I wish I'd started a minute ago. So I've taken the top off, and there was these. You can see there's still two bits of wood there. There was a nether bit wedged in here, and this bit of wood was wedged just in here. So I don't know exactly what it was. Is it a bad solder joint? A loose cable or something? Something obviously at some point in the past has been playing up, and I'm guessing if someone's poked around in here, it's fixed it and they've wedged it with these bits of wood. So I'm just trying to take them out without yanking them, which isn't very easy with one hand. Here it comes. Come on. Sort of wedge shape to it. What on earth is this? There we go. That's that bit. And this bit should just come. Oh, you can see where it's been pushed into the components legs. Don't really know what torch will help me. Some bent component legs and stuff. I don't know. Maybe some damaged truck. I think this is going to be a. I'm going to have to make very careful note of where everything came from in here and do some unsoldering and take it apart, because everything's been soldered together as it's assembled. Like the wires for the two heads here come up and solder onto the bottom of this board. I don't know what this is. It doesn't go through. Is it some kind of small audio transformer or something? That'll be something to do with the that'll be do. It's the record head, isn't it? That'll be something to do with modulating the signal onto the record head, because obviously it's based around high frequency oscillations. It's going to be some kind of high frequency transformer or something. That's what that's going to be. So yeah, possibly looks this one's maybe been changed already. Possibly not. Hard to say. Everything else in here seems to be these LCR brand caps. Everything else seems to be an LCR brand on it. It says LCR, I'm guessing. Can't see on that one. It does look a bit like an old Panasonic, possibly. But they normally had the stripe on them. But I'll take them out. These poly somethings, they should be okay. They're generally lasting pretty well. I've never had any issues with them. See some more LCR brand caps there. Real ancient old UA741s. Some transistors and stuff. So I'm going to need to take this apart to work on it. Really. But yeah, everything is point to point soldered onto it. This is going to be fun. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of how I used to build stuff when I first started designing and building, just soldering all the wires on as I went along rather than connectors and stuff. I mean, board's secure in there, so they weren't trying to hold it in. I was wondering if maybe they'd broken the PCB. I can see it now. It's down there. The tab's still on, and like if I push up on the board, it's okay. So I'm going to say something here, one of these wires or something's got a dodgy connection. So I could have just opened the right can of worms here. There's probably an intermittent fault somewhere, but now I've got to try and figure out which one it is. Or maybe it'll sink along this. It could be that this board's got to, maybe it might have a tiny crack in a piece of circuit board or something, and putting the pressure on it might have made it work. But that is really the wrong way. Normally it would be the, saying that, yeah, it's twisting that way when you do that, so they're kind of pushing them together. It depends where you are. If you push it that way, obviously it curves away. So yeah, more stuff on there. Yeah, at least switches. So that's latching now. Before, yeah, might have to change that one. Then it's just a generic switch. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, it doesn't always latch. Yeah, I'll give it a few more blasts, and if it doesn't, I'll just change it out. It's just a generic switch. Yeah, 6 pins either side. Should be able to find something to go in there relatively easy. Yeah, anyway, yeah, so that's just it. A little analysis video. I had the old, these are handy for finding dirty pots, because unlike a digital meter, these, you can see the meter deflection moving, and yeah, the few of these I tried. This is real old one. I got this, it was my granddad's. He passed away a few years back at the ripe old age of 93, and this was just lying around in one of his many sheds outside. So the old dear asked me if I wanted it. I thought, just like a cheapy Tandy, well, micronta, but I think you could like get these, you know, look, Tandy says it on the back. Yeah, Tandy. I know I've seen these on like old YouTube vids. It's like a Tandy meter. I seem to think when you pull it apart, it said Tandy. Tandy was like the UK version of Radio Shack, I believe. So it's just a cheapy meter. I certainly would never put 1000 volts DC into it, or 1000 volts AC, especially with the fact it's got these def type. When you, if they pull out, you've got the exposed metal on the old def type connectors. But for stuff like this, if you don't want accuracy, if you just want to see a noisy pot, it's perfect. So yeah, anyway, that's that.